y'all, you have to know who you have to know who your circle of friends with. Listen, and I know we all, I should have tagged this, do you really know your friends? Hello, Yolanda. Do you know who your real friends are? Friends, how many of us have them? Like your real friends. This is a senseless killing that should not have happened. I'm doing great. Should not have happened. I don't care whether drinking was involved, drugs was involved. Listen, when I go places and I know alcohol is involved, like Sunday night I went to my friend's party, by 8 o'clock I was out of there. Why? Because people start acting crazy after a certain time when they start drinking. And I know what you're saying. You're probably saying, well, they drink. Yes, it's sad. They drink during the day too. Yes, they do. But sometimes you have to remove yourself out of situations. I don't do a lot of travel. Well, I travel with my family. They drink. And I know, I know about their drinking and stuff. But I'm saying, and I don't know, I've been trying to figure out the history of how long she's been knowing these friends and
I'll never talk to my child again.
And stuff like that. I haven't found that, but I'm gonna keep looking. So yes, it was said it was alcohol. So since I have 65 of you guys on here, we're gonna listen to her mother speak.
And she never made it back home.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get her pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Said that she had been, she had a broken neck. And her spinal in the back was cracked.
And cracked her spinal
she
cord.
had been beaten.
Salamandra says the entire group came back from Mexico, leaving her daughter's body there. Nearly 2 weeks and $6,000 later, her body is back home. But answers have been hard to come by.
I know that's not going to bring my child back, but I want something done about it.
Queen City News has spoken with officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico who refute the claim that Robinson was murdered, saying the police's initial indication is that there was no clear evidence of foul play.
So the police
Here in
said there was no
Charlotte,
foul play.
family
She wasn't
refuses
murdered.
to believe their daughter's death was an accident, and they vow to find the truth of what happened that night in Cabo.
No one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway.
Queen City News obtained Robinson's death certificate, which lists the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. In the section where police could have noted any sign of intoxication, it says, person found unconscious on her living room.
And they didn't call us to the very last minute. And then on top of that, they said the maid found them.
The group stayed here at Villa Linda 32, a property listed on CaboVillas.com. A rep with the company says the group called the concierge for help Saturday afternoon. The concierge called a doctor who gave CPR. Robinson died at 3 p.m., an estimated 15 minutes after her injury. We obtained a list of 7 guests who signed into the villa. And called list of 7 guests who signed into the villa. And called the phone numbers they left with the company. Some numbers weren't valid.
Please leave your message for.
And others went to voicemail.
So they're not answering the calls from the news.
So the death certificate has a section that reads, was it accidental or violent death? Yes was typed into that section, so it's still not clear which.
I never talked to my child again, and she never made it back home.
Robinson's mom.
Right. You're right. You said the video floating around, and I saw that. I'm not going to put that video up. I saw the the video that I saw. The video that I saw has wait a minute, y'all. You can hear her screaming, and you can hear them saying, fight back, fight back, fight back. And I'm like, she wasn't fighting back. And it was more than one voice on there. You can hear them fight back, and then she was naked. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. We're going to talk about this because, y'all, this was senseless, and this is something that could have been avoided. Now, whether they was playing and did not know that they were going too far, it went too far. This is why I don't do all that play fighting. I don't be around people who fight. And I know some people be like, you know, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Some people think it's okay to fight. Now, I'm not a fighter. Child, you hit me, I'm going to just call the police and let the police handle it, okay? Because I'm not going to jail or hell for nobody. And I mean that. You come walk up on me, I'm letting the police. Now, if you hit me, I'm going to defend myself. But other than that, I'm going to let the police handle it. I don't hang with people that be out fighting because a stray bullet will hit anybody. And whatever happened over in Cabo that night, nobody knows but the people that's there. Like the news people say they're not answering the phone. The mom say they're not answering the phone. When they originally called the mom, they told, like the mom say, each and every one of them had different stories. All of them gave different stories. All of them gave different stories. So now, the police are saying it was no foul play. The police are saying it was no foul play, but how do you leave? At least one of them should have stayed over there. Am I sure I'm her mother? What? I don't understand that. I didn't say I was nobody's mother. Yeah, the news, if you read the clip that's in my comment section, the news people, at some point she was naked when they was beating her. And how they gonna, here's the thing. They released that video, I guess not thinking that the girl was just gonna be dead. I guess, you know, I don't know, and then the video started circulating. I'm not Brittany. I'm not going to jail or hell. So it's circulating on TikTok. The video I saw, they have a picture of her, like, I guess at the end of the bed, and another girl over her. Looked like the girl was beating her. It's a still picture, but you can hear the video. So the mother is speaking out now. The mother wants more answers because now I don't know how they come up with that she's been. The police is saying it wasn't any foul play. So I'm thinking when they say it's no foul play, that means it's no murder or whatever. But how do you leave your friend? Okay, this is just me. If I'm even across town. Okay, I saw it on TikTok. I didn't see it on Facebook. Somebody on here said the video is on the Shanquella Robinson on Facebook. It's circulating all on TikTok. I saw it on TikTok. Oh, DeAndre said there's a lot. Okay, DeAndre, in the video, did you see is it showing that she's naked in the video? Because the video I heard, I can only hear the audio. It was a still picture of, like, she was at the end of the bed. The bed was this way, and somebody was, like, over her, hitting her. That's the one I saw. Yes, Tamika, I agree. I agree. It is sickening. And yes. Okay, somebody said yes, she was naked. Okay, somebody else said yes, she was naked. Okay. So, I'm going to just say this. Okay, she is definitely without clothes on. Okay, yeah, she's naked. Okay, everybody says she's naked. I don't care if I'm across town and one of my friends gets sick. I'm not going to leave my friend. And here's another thing. If I'm somewhere and my friend's beating on somebody, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm going to do something. I mean, something. Jump in, try to stop it. Something. I'm going to do something. I'm going to call the police. I'm that friend that's going to call the police if, you know, if something like that is going on. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I understand. Right. Right, Vincent. Talking about no foul play. Right. And it looks like she was naked. Yes. And for them to say, the police over there to say it's, and I just feel, this is just me talking. I could be wrong. When things happen over in other countries, because I know a situation that happened about maybe 15 years ago, somebody over in Mexico fell off the top. Will say that his fiance fell off the top of the balcony, but other sources were saying she was pushed. But when you are in a different country, seem like to me they don't push to try and investigate as much as they do Okay, somebody said swimsuit. You can see the tag on her back. Okay, somebody said she had a swimsuit over here on TikTok. Oh, she had on a skin bodysuit. See, everybody saying different. Thank you for following me over here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Excuse me, TikTok, I didn't mean to do that. You say you saw the story yesterday.
Okay. Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. What you doing?
At least something. At least fight back, something.
Get up!
Friday, October 28, 2022, Shanquella Robinson and 7 others arrived at Villa Linda 32 in Cabo, Mexico. Shanquella spoke with her mom that evening during dinner. It would be the last time that Salamanda Robinson, Shanquella Robinson's mom, would speak with her daughter. Approximately 24 hours later, Mrs. Robinson received a number of phone calls from different guests stating that Shanquella was not well. Among the many explanations that Mrs. Robinson received was one stating that her daughter had alcohol poisoning. One of the guests called the hotel concierge, who sent a medical doctor to the room. The doctor attempted CPR but ultimately could not revive Shanquella. An autopsy report was produced the following Thursday. It revealed that severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is the instability of the upper vertebrae, caused her demise. I just want to pause to consider the amount of force required to create this type of trauma to this woman's body. Usually, spinal cord injuries and upper vertebrae injuries are associated with a fall, motor vehicle accident, or sports injury. Presently, the Mexican authority has found no evidence to support foul play. Reportedly, Shanquella never left the room, so how did her body sustain such devastating injuries? Something extremely violent occurred in that room, and of those 7 people, some, if not all, know exactly what happened. The saddest part about this case is that this woman took a trip with 7 other people and not one proved to be an ally. This woman suffered horrific injuries alone. Not one person stepped in to protect her. Not one has come forward with any valid information or evidence to solve this case. This woman was doomed from the start. My condolences to her family, especially her mother and father. My wish is that you obtain the information that you need to receive justice. If you can't get legal justice, then I wish you poetic justice.